Hello everyone and welcome back to Dead Zone Gaming for another video. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new Red Dead Redemption 2 online video. In this video, I'm going to show you guys 5 really good fishing spots that I have come across. Now this is completely opinion based. This is based on the favorites that I like, just the places that I like going. So anyway, without further ado, one more thing. One spot is not necessarily a fishing spot, but it has to do with fish. So that will be at the end. And these are in no particular order, but here are my top 5 favorite fishing spots. So let's get into the top 5. So the first spot on the list is going to be in Lemoine in the Bayou, and we are right by Saint Denis, right by the dock. As you can see here on the map on the west side. Zoom all the way out so you can see it. But here is a really good spot to get multiple different kinds of fish. You can get small fish such as chain pickerel. Now, I think you can get redfin pickerel here as well. I could be wrong, but I do recall catching 1 or 2 redfin pickerel here. So I believe you can get chain pickerel as well as redfin pickerel. But in addition to that, you're going to get smallmouth bass, which are going to make you a pretty decent little profit. You can pull an absolute ton of smallmouth bass out of this fishing spot. You can also get bluegill out of here, and bluegill are okay. I don't remember exactly what they sell for, but they're pretty easy to catch, and they add up super, super quick. And then bullhead catfish is available as well in here, and I think that's what I just caught here, and those add up quite a bit as well. And then finally, the big one for this area is going to be the lake sturgeon. Now, lake sturgeon do not seem to be all that common in this area. I've only been able to catch maybe 2 at a time, 2 or 3 at the most, but you can find lake sturgeon in this area. It's a lot easier. I was using the special spinner to try to catch the fish, but for some reason the lake sturgeon just do not like the special spinners. So your best bet to catch the lake sturgeon is just going to be your lake lure or your special lake lure. That's basically how you're going to catch the sturgeon a little easier. Don't use the special spinner because for whatever reason the lake sturgeon will not bite if you use the special spinner. But yeah, here is my first spot down in the Bayou of Lemoine near Saint Denis. The second spot on the list of fishing spots is going to be this spot right here by Valentine. Now this seems to be a fairly popular spot. I do seem to see a lot of people down here fishing, or quite a few anyway, when I spawn in the area. So the best way to do this is to spawn as far away as you can and then fast travel here. But yeah, it's a very popular spot, but this is a really, really good spot to catch some smaller fish and kind of make a quick profit out of it. You can catch a bunch of chain pickerel here. It's also might be filled with redfin pickerel too. I don't think I've ever caught redfin, but they could be there. But you can also catch rock bass here, which add up to a decent profit. You can get perch here as well, and bluegill. So there are a ton of small fish here, but they're super, super easy to catch. Shouldn't take you long at all. By the time these guys bite, I can usually reel them in within like 10 to 15 seconds at most. So it's super easy to catch fish here. And you can basically use whatever lure you want. I pretty much use the special spinner here. I think for the special spinner, I think if you try to catch the larger fish with it, for whatever reason, they don't want to bite. So come on over here to Valentine, throw on whatever bait you need, whatever lure you want to use, and catch some fish. Again, we have some chain pickerel, rock bass, perch, and bluegill here. There are all kinds of fish to make money here near Valentine. So the third spot on the list is actually a spot that I enjoy going to a ton, and it seems to be a fairly popular spot. When it comes to fishing, I think this is one of the best spots on the game. So it's over here in Ong De Lake, over by Strawberry. Here's just a little bit west of Strawberry in West Elizabeth. And this spot is very popular. I do see a lot of people here, so I recommend maybe spawning somewhere in New Austin, like Tumbleweed or even Armadillo would probably be fine. And then fast travel over to Strawberry and then come on over here, because it does seem to be pretty popular sometimes. When I spawn around this area, I usually tend to not come here just because I know there's so many people here. So just fast travel over here from a longer spot. So as you can see right now, there are muskie in here. And the muskie is the main thing that you're going to want to catch here in Owensjita. And it is super, super cool that Strawberry is so close to here. If you want to, you could just throw this thing on your horse right away, ride it to Strawberry, and sell this thing and come back and start catching other fish. Or you can bring a second horse with you if you want to do that. That's just fine too. But you can catch a lot of muskie in here. I think at one point, I caught, in one session, I caught probably 6 muskie in this one spot. So there's an absolute ton of muskie, and I think they sell for $7.50. I could be a little inaccurate on that, but it's a really good spot to catch muskie and make some decent money. You can also catch a lot of rock bass, perch, and bluegill here. There's a whole bunch of those. Basically an unlimited amount. I kept pulling those things out like crazy, so you can get a ton of those. There are multiple kinds of pickerel here, so you have your redfin pickerel and your chain pickerel as well. You're going to be pulling a ton of pickerel out, which is okay, because they do sell for $1, so it racks up pretty decently. And then the last thing here is the sockeye salmon, and that is also going to be the thing that's going to make you the most profit. So these sell for $2.50 per fish. So when you get a stack of 10, and you're going to get a ton of money out of these guys. And there are an absolute ton of sockeye salmon here. If you don't see any spawning, just put away your fishing pole, walk away, and then come back. Or else, I like to just kind of walk up and down the river a little bit and then come back. And if you use your eagle eye, you can see that a ton of them spawn. So, yeah, so here you can get rock bass, perch, bluegill, sockeye salmon, pickerel, and the big fish of the muskie. So the fourth spot on the list is way over in New Austin. It's South New Austin, right by the San Luis River here. You can see there's this little island, and there's not a ton to catch in the way of fish here, but I really do like this spot for one reason. So first of all, you can catch an absolutely incredible amount of pickerel in this thing. Like, you will pull pickerel out of here like crazy. It's unbelievable. You will probably fill up your satchel with pickerel after like 3 minutes of fishing here. So you can get both kinds of pickerel here, redfin pickerel, as well as the regular chain pickerel. Also, you can catch rock bass here. There are a ton of rock bass here as well. You're going to catch a lot of those pretty quickly. They seem to be pretty abundant. They honestly seem to be more abundant than the pickerel, but you do catch the pickerel faster just because of how small they are. They are a lot easier to reel in. And then the main reason to come here, and the reason I really like coming here to fish, is because of the steelhead trout. There are an absolute ton of steelhead trout that spawn here. For whatever reason, I don't know why, but the steelhead trout that spawn here is crazy. The first time I came here, I filled up my satchel in probably 10 minutes with steelhead trout. So that is a ton of money in just a few minutes. It's definitely worth it. And if you wanted to, you could even run the fish onto the shore, kind of make them beach themselves, and you can just pick them up or kind of shoot at the ground or into the water to scare them up to the shore. And the final spot on my top 5 favorite fishing spots in Red Dead Online is not necessarily a fishing spot. Now, you do get fish here, And you can see it's over here by Ringneck Creek, and it's in Lemoine. Now, I did show this off in a previous video a little while ago, so it's over here in Lemoine, kind of in Scarlet Meadows. And this isn't necessarily a fishing spot, because you don't really do a whole lot of fishing here. You more like pick up fish, but it's a super, super good spot to make a lot of money quick. So, just a quick way of how you do it is basically stand in the spot I am, pull out your fishing rod, get some kind of bait on there or some kind of lure, throw your line in. You don't necessarily have to do that, but I like to do that, and then kind of stand around and wait for about a minute. And then you can basically walk through the shore or through the shoreline or around the shoreline, whatever you want to call it, and pick up an absolute ton of fish that just beach themselves. As you can see, there's a whole bunch around me right now. So you can see I'm going to pick up one right here. So there's one fish. And we can go over here and pick up this guy. So that's two. And then right behind me are three more. So just in a matter of 15 seconds or so, I caught 5 smallmouth bass. So that is absolutely insane. This is probably, when it comes to making money, fishing, this is honestly going to be your best bet. Now, again, it's not really fishing, but you are getting the fish. So, again, I'll just explain it really quick. So, you want to go to the spot that I showed on the map earlier and get your fishing rod out. Go ahead and equip anything that you want on it. I don't know if you can do it with bait or not, but put on any lure you want and stand around for a minute or two and then start walking up the stream, and you should see fish kind of beach themselves on the shore, and you can just walk up and pick them up. Now, it's a lot easier if you do this at night, because with your eagle eye you can see the fish a lot better. But it's a super effective way to get smallmouth bass really quickly. Like you just saw there, I got 5 smallmouth bass within about 15 seconds. So it's a really good way to make some quick money, and Rhodes is super close to here. And if you want to maximize your money, you can even catch 10 of these guys, break them down, catch 10 more, and then you can do it again and stomp on the fish and pick those up. And then that way you have a full satchel of 10 perfect fish, and then 10 poor fish, as well as the 10 fish that you broke down. So the money-making opportunity here is super cool, and that's why I put it on this list. It's not necessarily a fishing spot per se, but it is a really good way to make some money, and I just wanted to mention it on this video as well. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Those are my top 5 favorite fishing spots. Now, again, this is all subjective. Maybe you like a different spot. In fact, if you found a really good spot that you think you can make a lot of money with, go ahead and put a comment down below. I would love to hear what you guys think. I do try my best to read all the comments. Sometimes they don't come through because I use YouTube Studio, the app, and sometimes it doesn't like to work. So I try my best to read all the comments and heart all the comments, and I definitely take advice. So if you guys have any good spots for me to try to fish, please leave a comment down below and I will go check it out. But these are just my top 5 favorite spots. I've had a lot of success with these spots. I've made a decent amount of money with these spots. I think at this point I'm around just over $4,000 or so, and I'm actually grinding up some money for an upcoming video. But yeah, these are the fishing spots that I use pretty much on a daily basis, or at least when I log in to play Red Dead Online. I usually visit all these spots for maybe 20 minutes a piece or so and make a little bit of money off them. That last spot especially is really, really good to make some quick money. It's close to roads. You can catch fish really quickly there, and it's a super awesome spot. So that is it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. hope it was helpful, hope it was informative. Please leave a comment on the video on your favorite fishing spots or the best ways that you have to make money. Give me some advice, give other people some advice, give other people some help in the comments. Just chat it up and have a good time down there. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Again, hope it was helpful. I worked really hard on this video. It was something that I really wanted to bring to you guys because I felt like it was a very informative video for me to record. So I wanted to get it out to you guys, and hopefully you get some enjoyment and some help and information out of it. So without further ado, thank you guys so much. Thank you for coming to Dead Zone Gaming for another video. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.
Round and round like a horse on a carousel we go. Will I catch up to love? I can never tell.